Never Let a Unicorn Scribble by Diane Albers. I recently got a pet unicorn. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. And everyone keeps telling me, never let a unicorn scribble. Why would anyone say such a thing? I mean, unicorns can run on rainbows, so why can't they scribble? I thought if I gave her just one crayon, what could go wrong? Well, I'll tell ya. She ate it. Now, my favorite bright pink crayon was traveling to the belly of my unicorn. This is probably why people are saying unicorns should never scribble, because they eat crayons. Then it occurred to me, maybe unicorns don't know how to use crayons. So I gathered all my crayons and started to scribble. I made a blue scribble, a pink scribble, a yellow scribble, and even a crazy scribble. Now that she could see how crayons worked, I thought I would give her another chance to scribble. I took out a teal crayon and placed it right in front of her. And she ate half of it. Listen to me, unicorn. We do not eat crayons. We draw with them. But then I realized a unicorn couldn't hold a crayon like I could. Maybe that was why she was eating them. I had an idea. Maybe if I tied a few crayons to her horn, that would help her scribble. Within seconds, glitter scribbles started shooting out like water from a fire hose. Sparkling rainbow scribbles were everywhere. They were on the floor, on the ceiling, on the walls. They were even on my lamp. I've been begging my mom to redecorate my room for a while now, but I don't think this is what she had in mind. Then I heard a noise down the hall. That was it. I was going to be in so much trouble. I popped out of my room and blocked the door. Before my mom could say anything, I started to explain the mess she was about to see. Well, it started when I heard to never let a unicorn scribble, but I had to find out why, so I gave my unicorn a crayon, and then she ate it. Then I tried to teach her how to scribble, but then she ate another crayon. So I tied the crayons to her horn, and boy, was that horn magical. The scribbles started shooting out like water fountains, and they were so sparkly that it made such a mess, and I'm so sorry. My mom peeked around the corner and smiled. You didn't make a mess. You made a glowing masterpiece. When I turned around, all the scribbles were right on my easel, not on the ceiling, not on the walls, and not on my lamp. They were all on one big piece of paper, and it was the most amazing art ever. All this time, people wanted to stop unicorns from scribbling. It could be because they eat crayons, or because it's so messy. But if my unicorn had never scribbled, she would have never learned how to make this masterpiece. So the next time you hear a unicorn shouldn't scribble, just remember, all great art starts with a scribble. And even unicorns have to start somewhere. The end.
Hi friends, for today's lesson you'll need your sketch pad. Possibly you'll want to use your teaching poster on the elements of drawing, and you'll also need some colorful markers. Today's lesson is called Marker Art. We'll be using lines, curves, angles, circles, and dots, just as we did when we made our poster, Elements of Drawing, with a black marker. Today, we'll be using lots of colored markers to make our art piece. So let's get started with picking one of your favorite colors. And with this favorite color, you're going to make some long, skinny lines on your paper anywhere you'd like. That's up to you. I picked blue again. I do love blue, and I'm going to make some long skinny lines in several places on my paper. Remember, this is your art piece, so you get to make those decisions where you want those lines to be. Okay, pick a new color, this time for the curved family, the curved line family. I'm going to take purple, and I'm going to look at my teaching poster to get some ideas of some curved lines that I might want to make on my paper. And you know from the last lesson, I love those spirals. So I might start right here and just add a spiral right over the straight lines. Remember, there's no rules to this piece, just following the directions and adding those elements wherever you want. Maybe I'll come down here and just make some curvy lines. Great, I like that. I feel good about that. Now we're going to choose another color. I'm going to choose red. And we're going to add some angle lines. Once again, those are lines that make a turn. They might be up and down, they might be back and forth, they might be horizontal, they might be vertical. So let's do that. Let's add some angled lines, and it's okay to connect other places if you'd like. You can see you're making a beautiful design here. Okay, done with my angle lines, I think. And now we're going to, yes, you got it, dots and circles. Let's start with circles of all kinds, ellipses or kidneys or ovals, tiny circles, whatever you want. We're going to leave the dots for the next step. So empty circles, new color, you got it. I'm going to take yellow. And I'm going to fill my paper with yellow circles of all kinds of shapes. Ellipses, maybe a big kidney. Remember, you can change the size of these. They can be tiny here, or they can be big here. Here's the next step. Pick another color. I'm going to go with green, and we're going to make some dots or fill in the circles you already have. And also, you can make some fat lines by coloring in spaces in your line family that are empty. For instance, here is a space right here that can become a fat line just by coloring it in. Also, I can take my green and I can fill in this kidney bean shape with just green, or I can use my green to create dots that are colored in. Any place I want on my paper. Remember, your dots can be any shape in the circle family, so they can be matching this shape over here. Looks like a jelly bean. Or they can be elliptical, like someone sat on them. And that can become a dot. And because I'm using green for dots and thick lines, I'm going to go back and fill these in. All right, now you can finish this art piece by adding any other of the elements on your poster that you'd like to, using any color that you'd like to. You can add some X's with your vertical lines by choosing a new color, or maybe you want to do some dashes down the side. It's up to you. Take a good look at your Elements of Drawing poster and add some details to your beautiful art piece. Great job! If you enjoyed this project, start a new one on a new piece of paper with using different colors for each of the elements. And don't forget to sign your beautiful creation.